Pounders. Welcome back. Today we're going to be doing maybe up to 3 drafts, maybe 4. We'll see where we hit on the light goal. We are fresh off the Fanspeak channel, doing a BBM draft over there with Meg. That was a fun show. Go check that one out over at Fanspeak. We are one person away from starting BBM 2 of the night, BBM 1 on this channel. If you guys haven't already, go down, slap the like, crush the YouTube algorithm, please. We're doing a 24-hour live stream with 2K subs, and we need your help. If you want to see me suffer, that is. If you want to see me suffer. And we're off. We get the 2 spot. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So we were in the hole. We were absolutely in the hole at the 1 spot and the 2 spot. We were at like 6% McCaffrey and 0 Lamb through like 38 BBMs. 0. I was starting to worry. Here we go. We're on the way up. A little CMC. We'll put him in the tank just in case the 1 spot wants to get spicy with it. We got Herzig here in the 6. Okay, so maybe this draft will be a little tougher. Deludo, shout out to Deludo, drafted with us over at the Fanspeak channel, as well as Frank, King of Kings. Gear, Gerardo DFS. He drafted with us as well. Let me know what your name is in the live stream. Shout out to Green Bean. What's going on? T in the chat. Smooth Criminal Adam. What's up, boys? What's up? Appreciate you joining me tonight. Happy Friday. We have we started early. we pre-gamed without you. This is tonight's order here. I'm gonna have to eventually switch to beer because if I just do this for 3 straight drafts, we're gonna be doing like shout out to hit him with the gritty. We're gonna be doing some gritty builds, so we're gonna have to switch to beer at some point. All right, Lamb it is. Oh, it feels good. It feels good to get over 8%. We are so back. Now, if you don't already know, bestballoverlay.com is the overlay you're seeing. Promo code all caps pounders for 33% off. Brings it down to $20 a month. I'm going to use the portfolio optimizer tool through probably the first 3 rounds. And just to see my combinations with CeeDee Lamb. So 70% Prescott, nice. About 50% Pacheco. That probably has to slow down. Let me go to BBM as well. I like to set it just to the BBM contest to see what we're doing here. Okay. Mike Evans. That's really the one that I'm seeing. That's like, okay, over 50%. That goes in the second, third round. So we will get different from the Mike Evans click with this draft. Slow down a little bit. And I wouldn't lean too heavy into it. I think diversification is important when you're trying to break ties. And if you think a player just belongs in the second round at pick 15, keep hammering that person. 100, like keep hammering that player. That's what we did at the 1-2 turn with Devontae Adams with CMC. And Devontae Adams ended up, somewhere in the middle of the second round. You can't get that combo anymore. And that was for the big board. So breaking ties, and I think it's a great way to break ties on the front end of the board at the 2-3 turn because there's just a group of receivers that I could see any of them really smashing. Oh, we sippin', Meat said. Oh, we sippin'. Green apple white claws. Oh, the college girl in you's coming out to Ludo. The Texas Hammer. You can also diversify in other portions of the draft. You just don't need to diversify in multiple parts where you take a guy in the first round. Yeah, so this is a good point as well. And like if I want to go ahead and see the bringbacks as well with Tampa Bay and Philly, this is something that we're going to be able to show when the graphs come. It's going to show your week 16, week 17 stacks, your QB stacks and bringbacks, the percent your portfolio has for each game, as well as the mini stacks in a separate. It's going to show you a visual. It's going to show you a graph. We know you boys like graphs. Who doesn't like graphs? Marv goes at 15 in this one. Nico at 16. The big surprise here is the Ayuk Waddle click. Frank has gone rogue. He has gone rogue, but obviously two players that you really can't get unless you get a crazy fall. Either way, it'll be a unique combination with the third round pick. Waddle's been on the rise. Ayuk, we'll see. There's still some uncertainty with the Ayuk situation. I think they keep him personally. I don't think he's going anywhere, but we got the 8 spot going double RB with Brees, and we get the Gibbs fall to 17. Now, it's not that crazy of a combo because you see Brees sometimes fall to 10, Gibbs fall to 15, but not bad for a unique combination through the first 2 rounds. Let's see what Arch Goat Omega wants to do. Is this Omega? No way. No, this isn't Omegas. J5704, just see in the comment, Bestball overlay is ridiculous. So worth it. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Jay. Glad you're enjoying it. He goes Taylor. We would have probably just clicked Taylor, to be honest. Let's go Barkley here. Let's mix in the Barkley click at pick 23. Heading to the bars, but wanted to drop in and wish y'all happy drafting and value fallers. Let's go. Be safe. Have a fun night. Mike Evans just staring me directly in the face. Like, click me. Click me. Click me. Okay. They want me to click Mike Evans. Do we have a Barkley pairing? We don't have. Devonta Smith would be a little too heavy, in my opinion. I don't mind Neighbors as well. Let's get a little different. Let's go Neighbors. We're at 4% Neighbors here. 18% Evans. I need to slow down just a tad. Just a tad. Let's bring in Neighbors. Let me know if you guys have been watching I think it's on HBO, the HBO series on the Giants. It's been pretty eye-opening that they know Malik Neighbors is the type of guy that is going to want the ball. And if he doesn't get the ball, he's going to get very mad. So I think they're just going to get him the ball. point, get him the ball. I had a Bijan JT Barkley start yesterday. Bijan JT in the second round. Okay. And then Barkley. So Bijan JT, that's not unique. But so who fell? Barkley fell to 31? Sheesh. That is the absolute definition of robust RB build. Hopefully you stopped at 4 running backs. Very easy to get carried away. Hers it going Jefferson, Olave, and DJ Moore. Basically right on ADP. We got a couple badges here in the middle. Bogey up and Enad. I don't see any other besides Deludo, Gear, and King. Like, these guys are all away from us, which is nice. I don't know. CV, this isn't CLN, right? Hope you liked wide receiver 3 Curtis Samuel in that 3 RB start. Hope you like wide receiver 3 Curtis Samuel. That's funny. Hey, if he's the guy, it makes sense. It makes sense. That's how you catch up. I got Neighbors at 32 today. Yeah, he's a rookie, so especially with some of the casuals coming back, they're gonna be like, I'm not clicking a rookie here. So these guys will start to fall, but it's not like you're gonna get them to fall to 47. So I don't mind mixing him in here, especially since we're lower on him at 4% ownership. Let me actually check his stock. It's been rising or falling. The last week, it's fallen a half pick. Very, very slow trickle. A very slow trickle. Wow. What a run. What a run. You get Kincaid off the board at 38. For me, it's tough to do that in a contest that's this big. 672,000. There's just so many teams that are going to get this Josh Allen Kincaid combo. Now, of course, it's a fraction of percent that are going to make it to week 17. So that's to some extent get your guys, but you're giving up a lot of ADP value in these early rounds. It is interesting, though, seeing Kelsey go off at 34. Obviously, Sam Laporta, his ADP is around here anyways. Directly on ADP. Can Kincaid finish as the tight end 1? I mean, that's basically what you got to ask yourself, and I think he can. It's definitely not out of the realm of possibilities that Kincaid finishes as tight end 1, especially with the clown show of receivers that the team has. Although I have been coming around to the Curtis Samuel click, so it's funny that it's funny that CLN brings up Curtis Samuel as wide receiver 3. Yeah, so Barkley at 30. Yeah. Makes sense. All right, if it's not broke, don't fix it. ETN at pick 47. Just stop making me draft ETN. This happens every time. Every time. When puppies are out now, baby. Just not gonna do it right this second. This is like catch up on your exposure day. We could go interesting and go Lamar. I think I have a Lamar crush. I have to check my Lamar bias pretty soon. 71 and 74. Am I just... All right. Let's start the first draft off digging ourselves out of a hole because that sounds fun. That sounds fun. We're going Lamar here at pick 50. We're going Lamar here, pick 50. How many CeeDee Lamb Lamar shares do I have? Just one. Just one. It also has Barkley. What are the chances? What are the chances? It has Devonta Smith too, though, so we have neighbors. So, okay. All right, it's at least different. Holy smokes. And that's where you can get into the rut of drafting very similar teams if you don't have a tool that sort of digests your portfolio for you. And I brought this up on Megstream. What are we doing with Hollywood? Hollywood's ADP is 51.6. Mahomes goes at 49.3. He goes 2.3 picks behind Mahomes. Are we going to push Hollywood above Mahomes? Are we going to? Is that what we're doing? That has to be absolutely crazy. That has to be absolutely crazy. I would rather just go naked Mahomes, try to get Rice. Literally just go naked Mahomes. He's a QB that spreads the ball. So it's not like you absolutely need the stack. It's great to stack. But in certain offenses where they spread the ball, KC's one of them, I don't think you absolutely need it. Now for the finals, you're probably going to want to bring in a correlated QB for that finals game, if that's the case. Like if he doesn't get Rice, which there's a very low likelihood that this man gets Rice at 69 in this room. Lamar in the 5th feels so comfy. Dude, like I literally have a Lamar, and like shout out to Legendary Upside and Pat Corinne. Like the Lamar safety blanket is just wrapped around me and it's tight. It's tight. 5th round Lamar. I don't get it. I don't get it. Smooth Criminal, head of PR of the Pound, says smash the like. We're going to be doing a 24-hour live stream at 2K subs. Hit the subscribe button while you're at it. Help us get there. We're going to shoot for 24 guests on the show. That is the plan. That is the plan. 24 guests, 24 hours. Yeah, Rice has been going pretty high in my lobbies. Frank gets him at 61 here. A soft sip. Do you guys prefer the background music Do you guys prefer the background music or do you prefer the silence? Yeah, Frank's like, I'm not being left out on this. My exposure to Lamar, Hurts, or Allen is 75%. Leaning in on those elite QBs, I don't think it's a bad idea. I do, however, wish that this was. It's funny that DK went here at 24 because he's usually the one that goes later after Mike Evans and Smith. And he went DK and Cup. Like, he's like, you're not diversifying your portfolio. I'm going to diversify mine. Dick. God. Enough Hollywood slander. He was my wide receiver 1 in the Barkley JT Bijan build. App crashed on me and auto picked Hurts in the 4th. I mean, I would love to see that team. If you could throw that up in the Discord, I would love to take a peek at that. And we get blessed. Let's go Deontay Johnson here. Let's go Deontay Johnson. Can see that this is the underline shows the correlated piece. Okay, we're double tapping here. I think we can sort of get saved there. Like if BTJ is not there, do we just go JSN, our 2%er? Like probably. We have so we have this double now in Jacksonville, so maybe we do try to target T-Law at the right price for our second QB. Obviously feels like a strong combination. The app crashing secured you every rushing TD on the Eagles, at least. That's funny. Yes, promo code all caps Pounders brings it from $30 a month to $20 a month. Adam's in here with the wrench. What's up, baby? Yeah, so Rame. Literally head of PR of BBO. It runs wide. It runs wide. NU Collector, shout out to NU. Like, on different streams, like, throwing out just all positive vibes. Not paid actors. Not paid actors. Everyone's been enjoying the overlay as well as the draft tools. This is a strong start, though. 1-2-4-0. We obviously need to catch up at receiver. Lamb Neighbors. Deontay Johnson's wide receiver 3. Brian Thomas is wide receiver 4. JMO goes off at 77. Herzig brings in JSN. And now you have really the range of the QBs, running backs, and tight ends. So that's why we want the double tap receiver at the 6-7 or 5-6. No, 6-7 turn. Yeah, you tell him, bro. Adam, put the wrench away, man. All right? Put the wrench away for once. CJ Stroud goes off the board at 84 to the Mixon team. All right, Frank. He said, let that be enough of the CJ Stroud fall. Maybe gonna target a little Schultz for that team, I would think. But yeah, he's consistently falling. Let me actually upload. I have a new set of CSVs that are on my laptop. Let me see. That I did not yet upload to the PC. File, download, and luckily this only takes a sec. Let's go to Underdog. Let's upload the fresh CSVs. Rankings, NFL. Upload. Save. All right. You're gonna see a whole new set of players now, boys. Oof. Whole new set. Where was it? The Stroud. It doesn't show where you have him ranked. That's right. Yeah, we pushed down a lot of the QBs. All right. We're bringing in Curtis Samuel here. Officially going to get over field on this click. If we went Terry instead of Lamar, we'd be bringing in Jaden right now. He goes Dak and Burr. Like, just so many people are mad at him. I'm so glad we went Lamar. We didn't depend on that stack. I'm okay with just bringing in another running back here. Say, fuck it, let's win the flex. Njoku's staring me in the face as well. Let's catch up on B-Rob, though. I think there's a chance that B-Rob just passes Njoku. Njokester. That's wicked funny. He just says, screw the 2 spot, screw the 4 spot. Like, now, from a value standpoint, from an advance rate standpoint, I like Dak. I like Joe Burrow. So maybe this guy is just saying, let's get back to the basics, boys. Let's get back to the basics of fantasy football. Problem is, he drafted Trey McBride. See? NU Collector's in here. He's got it going. He's got it going. All caps. It's got to be all caps. All caps. And I don't get anything extra from it. It's just my my half goes to myself and my partner Josh. You guys get the $10 off, the 33% off. Adam, no inappropriate questions. No inappropriate questions when I'm in the live stream. Buy a mirror, for Christ's sake. That's funny. No, the Kamara pick is definitely the one to dunk on there. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. There's ways to backstack Dak, but yee. We'll leave it at that. Yee. I just spam clicked the draft board. Okay. Palmer, Shaheed, Lockett, Dobbs, ADP. Funny to see Herzig click Palmer here as his wide receiver 5. Devin Davis, I've been taking a lot of Eckler lately. I was talking to my buddy who got me into Bestball. He doesn't play anymore, and I told him Eckler's going at ADP 130, and it's pretty crazy to think about. There's a chance that, and I don't want to relate it to Dalvin Cook. I think scenarios are too oftenly related to just recency bias. And like this, I see this scenario completely different. I think if Eckler's going to outpace ADP, he's going to do it in the red zone. He's not going to do it from an efficiency standpoint. He's not going to do it on first and second down. It's going to be catching the ball out of the backfield. And then how efficient can he be in the red zone? And can he earn a role in the red zone? That's and then you have Washington, which is overall just a big question, right? We think it's going to be, better days ahead in Washington, but we don't know for certain. So that is why Eckler goes at that price. Everyone is worried about the age cliff, which did hit. It did hit Dalvin Cook pretty hard, but everyone hits that cliff at a different age. Dude, I got the Discord. I gotta get out of the Discord. Too many people talking in the Discord. Again, if you guys are not already in the Discord, just an off-stream paradise of Bestball freaks. I will link that in the chat. Thought I had it copy pasted. Now I have to enter back into the Discord. It's just like beep, beep, beep. Of course, with the headphones on and it open. Slightly annoying. I have a thing against caps. Get out of here. No cap, Mac. Purdy off at 114. Love off at 112. Little 14 pick drop on Jordan Love. Goddard off at 115. So Herzig stopping at 2 tight ends there. We have the option potentially to go Tua here and stop at 2 QBs. And I like that with Brian Thomas and ETN. We might. This guy's got a 2-2-4-2. He needs to catch up a receiver. This is me getting off the 33% Singletary click. All right, boys? I did this one for you. So as you can see, when you draft a QB, it shows you the players highlighted in parentheses. Ooh. Polk at 121. Hashtag go and get your guys. I have to. I'm sorry. I tried to let him take him. I tried. I wonder. We could probably stop here if we needed to. If we wanted to lean into these 4 RBs, I think we could, honestly. However, just like the price of bringing in a 5th is just so little, like an 18th round pick, 17th round RB. And I have one in mind, obviously. But we need to draft. At this point in the draft, it's going to be a 3 tight end build. So it could be like a 2-6, 2-6-7-3? This is how you know Disbanded Brotherhood's here, when he leaves the period, the dot drop. Oh, God. Let's pull up this team. Back into the Discord we go. Into the draft grade section. Scott blessed us with a... We'll see what it is, whether it's a beauty or a painful one. Bijan, Taylor, Barkley, and Swift. Jalen Hurts and May. I like the combination here. 9 receivers. I'm glad to see that. Hollywood, Hopkins, JSN, Shaheed, Judy, Dotson, Douglas, Bateman, and Roman Wilson. Did he recover, guys? Did he recover? There's a lot of guys here. There's a lot of guys. Goddard, Conklin, and Juwan. I like the tight end room. For going that heavy at RB early, I think you did pretty good, dude. I think you did pretty good. The only thing is, like, yeah, I even got Goddard. Fuck it. It's a nice one. It's a nice one. Oh, tragic. Tragic. Potentially. That would probably be tough for that team too, to give up 15 points. Yeah. I mean, it's possible. It's possible that he's playing. It's possible that, they hold him out. I think you see him by week 6, honestly. I think you see him by week 6. So. And I would say, I think you see May week 6 or earlier. I'll phrase it like that. Week 6 or earlier. We're up in 5 picks. We need, and again, the tight ends in this room are going to go off, in my opinion, probably earlier. These later guys. Needs more high-end wide receiver production. We'll see. He's got some ambiguity in there. Oh, dear. The liquor's talking. We wanted Sharbs, but we could stop. Keep that in the back of the head. We need receivers. Dotson off the board. What percent Sharbs am I at? We're at 11%. It's not high enough. All right. And I think we're going to be ripping another draft after this as well. Komet's staring me in the face. It's tough to go. It's 3 bye week 12s. It's fine. We're just going to plan on this guy not taking Demario Douglas. We're just going to plan on this guy not taking Demario Douglas. God, I saw a receiver. All right. With 2 rookies, I know, like Neighbors, we can't really count Neighbors as a rookie because we're leaning into him at pick 26. Like, you're leaning into his production at the start of the season. Jermaine Burton goes off right after. But BTJ and our little detour from receiver, what DeMar Douglas is going to allow us to do is take some shots later at some higher upside late round guys, whereas they could be zeros, but on this specific team, we give it a good chance to advance even if they are zeros, and then you have that upside of them potentially smashing as well. Cousins off the board. Thielen goes to Herzig. Okay, that's funny because ETR, they had their ranks stream, and I want to say Herzig was not behind the Adam Thielen click, but he brings him in as wide receiver 6 here. I know ETR as a whole is very much so on Thielen, and I just, I moved him up in the ranks, the CSV ranks. I did. I will say, unbiased, I moved Adam Thielen from pick 198 to 192. I swear, I did. It's not a joke. I may have laughed. I laughed by accident. I moved him from 198 to 192. He's behind McMillan. That's the thing. Like, with the defense and Brissett's not going to have to do a whole lot, but we'll see. The biggest question mark in the Pats, surprisingly, it's not QB. It's probably O-line. It's probably O-line. Like, Brissett is a 300, 400 type guy. Like, he could put you at the 1-4, 2-3 if he gets a spicy start, 2-6. 2-4, whatever it might be. Like, I think he could start 2-4 pretty easily with the defense. Noah Fant goes off at 158. Can we have this handshake deal where it's like, okay, we're not going to steam up these good value late tight end picks to a point where they stop being good values because now they're going in ranges of players that, actually have maybe even higher potential for your team. We need to have this handshake deal with the draft community. Bateman off the board would have been one of our options, but we have something else in mind. How did the Badges guy make a good pick? I'm just kidding. You gotta have at least one Badges joke in there. Herzig on the clock with a 1.462 goes Gino. So Herzig with a nice little DJ Moore bring back with a JSN Charbonnet double stack with Gino. And with his Herbert, he has Palmer. Staffy goes off the board 164. So much pain, boys. So much pain. We don't need these receivers. What we need to do is go get our guys. And it's tough in this economy. It's tough. We're going to start with Jonnu. Because I think Jonnu has the higher likelihood of going off before. We have to go get our guys. We're not getting pinched. I refuse to be pinched at tight end in this draft room. I refuse. I choose no. I choose absolutely not. Give me Isaiah Likely. If not, we're going Tyler Conklin. 19 picks ahead of ADP. That's what you boys made me do. Because guess what? In this room specifically, he doesn't go at pick 186. It's not his ADP in this room. So you got to take that stuff into consideration in some of these sharper rooms. That's what's so tough about the stream drafts. Like, I could show you 3 late night drafts I did overnight, and they came out absolutely insane. No pounders. No one that watches my content. No one that probably even watches content was in those rooms. Oh, man. And hopefully we sneak into one of those rooms tonight. So we bring in the correlated Isaiah Likely with our Lamar stack. Maybe the Demario Douglas pick allows us to bring in like Tez at the end of the draft here. And then that is a fun wide receiver room, in my opinion. Another click we have in the back of our mind for one of the last rounds. But yeah, another receiver. Barkley, ETN, B-Rob, Singletary. I don't think it's like the craziest hyper fragile build. If we wanted to lean into these 4 RBs, all different bye weeks, so it's not like a super negative thing. You're always going to have 3 playing pending injuries. Ooh, Keaton Mitchell's a fun last round click for this team. God damn. All right. Maybe we go Keaton Mitchell at the end of the draft. We have to see how this plays out now. Rodgers goes off at 183. Thielen is a good wide receiver draft if you need early wide receiver production. Yeah, but Herzig brings him in on a Joshua Palmer, JSN, DJ Moore, Olave. It's not like that team is struggling for early season production. And I'm curious if it's correlated, right? Like, I know they have Thielen super ahead of the ranks, but does that mean they're way behind on Leggett? And I know they're behind on rookies in general, but Leggett goes, in like the 130s. So get a run at RB here. He brings in J.K. Dobbins too. Someone that we've been mixing in a little more. What are we at on Dobbins? We're at 6% on Dobbs. We just said fuck it to the Devontae Walker pick. Yo, when my boy's on the board, we're going with millions. When he's on the board, we take him. I'm a simple man. And I want to go Juwan Johnson here. There's Chig for the week 17 bring back. It's probably the smarter click. Let's mix in Chig in this spot. It makes sense. Different bye week. Everything. It's fine. I'm not a big Chig guy. Do we have a big Chig guy in the chat? We gotta have at least one. We have 109 watching, 57 on the Twitter machine. Hit the link, get in the YouTube machine, hit the subscribe button. We're gonna be doing a 24-hour live stream at 2K subs. Help us get there. Yeah, so they're a little behind on rookies. That's what I said. So they're actually probably they're ahead of. They have Thielen ahead of Leggett then, which is not a bad take for season long. Like, that's not a bad take for like the marathon. But upside, end of season upside, BBM contest of 539, week 17, you want Leggett ahead of Thielen. Thielen might be the most underrated pick. Yeah, to like do an old man's diaper commercial. Like, come on. There's no way. Thielen lasted a good 8 games before he, like, before he needed a cane on the field. Give me the unknown upside of an early draft capital receiver over the old slot. Over the old slot. I don't draft a ton of chick. Yeah, Mac, I'm there with you. I'm at 7%, but a lot of that's like back stacks with Levis and in a 3 tight end build. I think it's fine in 3 tight end builds. Rashawn goes at 202. We pass up on Rashawn. That was tough. We passed up on Rashawn. Almost spilled something there. 26% in BBM. It's higher with all the drafts, not just BBM. We're over 30%. Who's in the house? What's up, baby? I never take him either. Yeah, it just doesn't feel like a good click. And then they bring in a ton of target competition. And the coach speak on Chig is actually very bad. It's funny, I clicked him and now I'm talking shit about him, but gotta be honest, coach speak on him wasn't great last year. Not consistent. It was one of the main concerns. One of the main concerns. Four picks away. Drake May off the board at 210. It's like if you need Drake May, you're trying to stack Drake May, you'd never last till 210. That's never. All right, boys. All right, come on. Give me who we need. A few away. Be nice. Be nice. Play nice, everyone. Nervously drank. That was a nervous sip. That was a nervous sip right there. Let's go. Okay. All right. We happy. We happy. We're bringing in a little end of season upside. We should have plenty of early season production here between these four. Even week 5, like we don't need Keaton Mitchell. Like ETN, B Rob, and Singletary. Let's play ball. Let's play ball. Fun. That one, we can leave that draft from saying we put it all out there on the court. On the field. It's probably a better reference. CSV wasn't a pounder. Herzig team ended up with a 3.582, 3 mid to late round QBs, which is just great for advance rates. Pacheco, Jacobs, White, Charbonnet, Dobbins. I like the RB room. Balanced. Jefferson, Olave, DJ Moore, JSN, Palmer, Thielen, TJ Chark, Slayton. You're not going to see a lot of rookies. Bowers as a bring back, which is fun with Goddard. Double stack, triple stack with Chargers. He's got week 16, 17. So, yeah, it's a well correlated team. DeLudo here at 10. Murray and Rogers. Cook, Jones, Wright, Chuba Hubbard, Ray Davis, Rashawn, and Donta Foreman. Definitely enough RBs. Wilson, Harrison, Pickens, Shakir, Myers, Judy, Gabe Davis. I'd probably want one more receiver over running back, but it looks really strong. Besides that, stacks, bringbacks, it looks really good. DeLudo, you could tell that he has the tool. A lot of correlation. Week 16, week 17, really nice. I can't tell. Gerard, let me know. Are you in the live stream? I'll cover your team if you are. Just let me know. He was in Meg's draft as well, so I'm not sure if he hopped over to this stream. Let me know in the chat. And then Frank, a pounder. CJ Stroud, Deshaun Watson, fun pairing. Mixon, Jalen Warren, Ford, Vidal, Antonio Gibson, and Elijah Mitchell. Ayuk, Waddle, Cooper. Rice, Cooks, Downs, Malik Washington, Noah Brown, Laporta, and Njoku is strong. The receivers, I like the Malik Washington click. I've seen him do that twice now in a row. Keep notice. We keep notice, Frank. I'm at 7% myself. He brings in the late Noah Brown with Mixon stack. Must have missed. Oh, he didn't get to. He didn't give himself a chance to get Schultz because he wanted Njoku 7 picks after ADP. Can this team last without Rice potentially? That might hurt, but I like this team. I largely like this squad. Correlated. I'm going to increase this number here. 4% Stroud. This number for me has to increase. But we snuck into another room. This one might be without any pounders. So we might have got into a softer room on this one. And then on the next one, we will shout out to the draft room. We will shout out to the chat when we're entering a room. We needed a little less pressure on this one. All right, boys, I folded. I'm sorry. Okay, best ball moderate, you're in the chat. I'll cover your squad as well. I will cover your team right after our 2 picks. CMC Lamb, Chase Hill, Jefferson, Amon-Ra, Brees, AJ Brown, very standard. I'm still clicking Garrett Wilson over Puka. Really, we're 6% Puka still. I'm just getting so many of these drafts in the back of the board. That doesn't really matter. The puppies are considered time boxed. Yes, but this puppy's a big contest, right? Like, don't get me wrong. They're considered time box contests, but this is a big one. All right, let me just pull up my Wilson teams real quick. 6 teams. A lot of T. Higgs with, I think we're going to see a lot of London as well. London's at 50%. So anyone besides London, he's off the board. We have to probably stay away from T. Higgs. Let's go Marv. I don't think we're actually going to have a combo of Garrett Wilson and Marv. We do. We have 1. I'm okay with the second. This one has T. Higgs. We'll get different in that spot. And it has... Okay. Just keep a little mental note of that. All right, let's cover Gerardo's team real quick. He was with us in the 11 spot with Josh Allen and Caleb. Nice little pairing there with the QBs. Brooks, Swift, Corum, Eckler, and McLaughlin. That's a fun room. I can get behind that. Puka, London, Rome, Addison, Leggett, Mims, Javon Baker, Zay Jones, and Hyatt with Kincaid and Fant. I like the roster construction. 9 receivers. Most likely needed. Took another detour after Addison to Leggett, and then another one in between. So the 9 receivers, I think that was good roster construction there. All right, I'm going to use the restroom. If we are at 50 likes when I get back, I'm going to drop 4 YouTube memberships to the subscribers in the chat. The subscribers in the chat. If we hit 50 likes by the time I'm back, we have a minute and a half. I have real quick. I have a like gone away, be right back, save screensaver, whatever. In the process, I should download it. It'll make you boys laugh. Bad story. I'll be right back. It's just a urinal with a bunch of piss boys. We made a detour. We made a detour to the beer fridge. Because if I continue on the whiskey, it's not gonna be good for anyone. It's not gonna be good for anyone. We're knocking down shit. Up in 2 picks. Did the boys hit the... Oh, man. I'm still going to drop one. We almost hit it. I'm still going to drop one for the boys. All right. YouTube membership. Go into a subscriber in the YouTube live stream. Membership gifting. Good luck, everybody. Right before our pick. Dude, Bestball moderate gets it on the team review. Congrats. We see Derrick Henry go off. Tank Dell. Remember, we have to click off of... Stay away from the T. Higgs for a sec. Hectic, what's up, man? Says, what's good, Pounders? Bang! I love that. Bang! Gets it. Yeah, it's important for me. Let's get Tank Dell here, and maybe we get Diggs. We get a little double stack, and then... Okay, we don't, which is fine. We just have to remember at pick 82, if Stroud's here at 82, we will gladly go Stroud ahead of... We're not going to be able to push QB. We're not going to be able to push Stroud with the Diggs guy behind us. Something to keep in the back of our head. Where is the Nico team? Oh, shit. Nico team's behind us, too. So if they don't go Stroud here at 61 or 62, there's a very high likelihood we get Stroud at 82. That's just the way it works. Is this where we click Pittman? It feels so bad. I can't. So I won't. Nice early night stream for Pat. No, this is late for me. Neil. I usually stream at like 8:15 p.m. Eastern. If you want to hop on, Neil, you're more than welcome. I'll send you the link. You sent me that invite, the impromptu invite the other night. I couldn't do it. Drafting on the treadmill right now, best way to kill. Damn, boy. Grinding. Absolutely grinding. Are you doing a cardio club, Benny? Is that for cardio club? Pittman goes off the board at 43 in this room. Pittman goes off the board at 43. We start how any piss boy would start. This is going to be the telltale. Okay, one goes Jalen Hurts. That's the other thing. Is it some of the time like these drafters will go like elite QB, which will also be the reason why Hurts gets pushed after 61, 62. Some of the things to look for. Six hole has a nutty start. Let's take a peek. Yeah, with the Pittman fall, 10 picks is nice. Neighbors fall as well. Amon-Ra Debo is a fun combo. Yeah, I like the 6 hole. Little week 17 matchup. That's one of my favorite. Oh, no. All right. We're going to have our camera off for probably 5 minutes to let it cool down. I have I had the fan off, I guess. And the fan has to stay on. It can only last 2 hours without the fan on, but it could last 16 hours with I'm sorry, with the fan on, it can last 16 hours. With the fan off, it only lasts like 2. Blackout. Oh, shit. All right, Neil. He said he got to stream in a couple hours. Nice, nice, nice. Got to extend the invite. Got to extend the invite. Pittman. Okay. Stop. 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 Only a 10 pick fall for that? No way. Can you explain the Pittman hate for me? What has he done to deserve to be picked that high? I think Pittman can outpay that ADP if it's a pocket passing QB and not A-Rich. Like, if A-Rich went down, there's a chance that Flacco could actually make him worth that ADP. Like, Pittman had 1 game above 20 points last year. He's just not, in my opinion, I like Pittman for contests like the Eliminator. And even then, he probably has to fall a little bit. Mahomes at 58 would have been goddamn nuts. That would have been nuts. I like Ridley here. I like... Yeah, we just get boring picks in this spot. Let's go Kyle Pitts here. Let's go Kyle Pitts. Yeah, luckily the camera cools down quick. Oh, man. Dude, I got something for you, Zach. Coming up on the overlay, I believe tonight or tomorrow, we're going to be adding all the bye weeks, what teams are on bye weeks, and then the percent advance rates per bye week right on the screen, right in the middle here. Because it's also one of my favorite contests. 1 pick away, I think. No, I was going to say 1 pick away. I think we get Stroud at 82. We got clowned. So we're just going to keep drafting receivers. That's our life. Rice goes off at 61. This would have been a good team for Rice, having 4 receivers in front of him as well. However, we're just going to take the sliding Ridley at pick 63. And it's like we got Pitts at what? It's like we got Pitts at 58, and it's like we got Ridley. I just said that backwards. Dear God. That is a cat. Get out of here. All right. We're going to try the camera. The overheat sesh. See if it's back online. The overlay. Don't have the overlay yet. Might have to get it. Yeah, it's so helpful in creating correlated teams. Keeping track of your exposures is one of the most important things. And then getting your diverse combinations. And then we have bonus stuff in there as well. Just like being able to see your closing line value on any team you drafted. Your team tags will eventually have graphs for like what percent you're going. Double anchor RB, modified. Stuff like that. We are so back. Yeah, it only needs a couple minutes to cool down. I have a fan that attaches to the back of the camera. Just spins, that's it. And it literally increases, it keeps it cool for up to 16 to 18 hours. Bad boy love. I feel like a new comment that says BBO, the Bestball overlay, is freaking amazing. I appreciate you, man. Truly. If you guys are interested in it, bestballoverlay.com, promo code all caps, pounders for 33% off, brings it down to $20 a month. What's your basic strategy for the Eliminator roster construction? It's a lot of it's roster construction. I love that contest. And you can look at it different ways. You can say, okay, to increase your advance rates, let me keep my first 4 rounds of players on different bye weeks. You can go more risk adverse and say, like, maybe I want Cup and Waddle. Cup's bye week 5 or 6. Cup 6 and Waddle 6. Well, those are two of my favorite picks in the Eliminator. So some of those teams, I'll put both of them on the same team, knowing other teams are likely to get knocked out week 6. Two high investment pieces in these drafts. So trying to advance those low advance rate pieces is also interesting. Maybe a little more minus EV, but do you make up that EV if you push it to week 17 and there's a fraction of those teams that made it? I like that as well. But yeah, your player archetypes that you're drafting change in the Eliminator. Very much so. Oh, God. VRC, are we avoiding week 5 Philly? Week 6 KC buys an Eliminator? Absolutely not. It's not a contest that you're going to make your money by like min cashing. All the money's at the end. All the money's at the end. And even at the end, if you make the finals, it's like $200, right? Or 500. Let me double check. I think it's 500. It's 500. If you min cash, where it's like 100K or 100K or more at the top. Sorry, I haven't drafted the Eliminator in a few days. Tried drafting one the other night, but we got plus 11 on an overnight draft. Let's go Kyler here. Let's not mess around. I know these guys behind us have QBs, but it's just not worth it. Especially my Kyler's under 8%. We pair it with Marvin Harrison. Let me check the Eliminator for the boys. Yeah, it's 100K. It's 100K. We had it right. For some reason I thought I was off. And this is very similar. This build is very similar to what we did on Meg's stream, where we're now going to hit the value range of, like, maybe not value range, but this range of RBs. I don't want to be drafting receivers here, although I do think you could bring up Curtis Samuel. I want RBs. I want QBs. I want even tight end. Like, give me Bowers. Give me some of the tight ends in this range. Ferguson off the board. Where'd he go? 77. We have 17% Ferg in this range. So God. We're falling on the knife, boys. We are falling on the sword on this Aaron Jones click at 87. We don't have a correlated pick in sight. Carolina and the Rams. Like, I'm scrolling. The next one's going to be Corum, who will be a target for us in this bring back. But this would have been nice if we could have gotten Brooks somehow at 87. Actually, I mean, it's basically it's his ADP. So, doesn't happen. Boo-hoo. Question in the chat from the Green Bean. Yeah, it doesn't work on cell phones. What we did find out through one Brave user, it works on the Galaxy tablet. We have some instructions on that on the website. Can we get an Eliminator draft tonight? I'll run a poll. Let me see. I got to open up the YouTube. Let's open up the YouTube machine. I'm not even in my own stream. How sad is that? How sad is that? Okay. 49 likes. Appreciate you guys. Truly. Truly. If we get to 75, we'll do a third one tonight. If we get to 75 likes, we'll do a third draft. Blam. Yeah, you get that running back. No surprise. Njoku goes off. Burrow at 93. It's never me. It's never me that gets Stroud at 82. And that's why I have such little Stroud. Because I see him fall to the 80s in these rooms, and it's like, guys, this is happening. It's happening often. Just wait. Just wait. Draft these teams later. If you want Stroud, just draft him later because he's falling. He's going to the 80s, boys. He's going to the 80s. Him and Joe Burrow should be within 18 picks of each other. Green bean. And internet access eventually, yeah. It only takes one, man. It only takes one. So far, we have a 1-1-5-1 Kyler, Aaron Jones, which I haven't drafted Aaron Jones in a little while, and I only been taking him recently if he falls. I kind of want that double stack with Kyler, but it's fine. This could just be the Trey Benson squad. One of these top two would be fun, please. $14 pick fall on Curtis Samuel, even though I should double tap RB in this range. Is someone going to stop me? Okay, good. We actually needed that. Tony Pollard at 7%. Boys, how do we feel about the TP versus B-Rob? I want both of them, realistically. Is there... We have Ridley, ATL. We do have the week 17 mini here between Brian Robinson Jr. and Kyle Pitts. Spears goes off before Pollard. Robin, what's up, baby? So what's going on, Pounders? Drinking beers. And we have we started with this on Meg's stream. This might be the reason why we're in rare form tonight. Let's bring in Tony Pollard here. At pick 111. We got an 11 pick fall on him. Mr. Pittsburgh says, I'd rather have B-Rob than Spears. I agree. I'm fully on board there. Where are you with B-Rob versus Tony Pollard? Because I think it's close. Can someone... Oh, God. All right. Time to hit the hotline, baby. Who's got the hotline for him? Literally use the website via the phone. Yeah, see? Like, everyone... All my Stroud... Oh, no, I shouldn't say all my Stroud shares because I took one because I couldn't get him in the 80s. I've seen everyone else do it. It's like last year when Joe Burrow in the big board was going... Hit round 3. It was going Chase, Higgins, and then round 3 Burrow or round... Yeah, it was round 3 Burrow. It's like, guys, just wait. Like, you're going to be able to get him. You're going to be able to get him on the way back around. In sharper rooms, he would fall. And then eventually, during the BBM, that was his ADP. Like, that same thing's happening with Stroud right now. Oh, dear. Neil. Oh, man. Maybe a fourth draft. Maybe a fourth draft will happen, and we'll be in... You'll be in 2 streams at once. Second QB options, we're looking at Rodgers with Wilson's an obvious one. We can go Russ, and we have some open options with Kirk and Levis. Definitely got some good options here. Goff goes to the 1 spot. Interesting. I was going to say, like, you don't see Goff a lot in the 1 spot. And he brings Laporta 25. Obviously, CMC and Laporta playing each other week 17. This is a badgeless superhero of the week 17 game. Don't cross streams. How'd that be fun? It happened with Mason the other night by accident, the Flock Master. I mean, we drafted a stronger team. There's no bias at all. Since you aren't taking a lot of Aaron Jones, you confident about Ty Chandler? I like Ty Chandler's ADP. We're at 4% in BBM, which is crazy because let me show you my post NFL. Oh, this is such a good spot for Sharps. Let's go Sharps here. Let's see what these guys do. That's crazy that I'm at 4%. And that's why it's so nice to have the overlay telling me BBM5 specific exposures on the board showing. I'm at 13% post NFL draft. But when I go to BBM, so it's nice to know your exposures for sure. And that's not just tournaments only. $3.6. Jesus. Okay. ADP Judy's on the board. Do we do the Judy click for the first time? Do I give him an ADP? Do I give him an ADP? I don't know. I don't think he deserves it. We're going Lloyd. We're going Lloyd. I couldn't do it. I couldn't pull the trigger on Judy. I couldn't do it. I think we could stop at 5 RBs here. I think we could stop at 5 RBs. This is definitely I'm hitting this one so differently. I'm hitting different angles tonight. Josh in the house. What's up, Josh? It's been way too long, man. It's been way too long. Ty Chandler is a smash. I like the Ty Chandler pick. Raphael came in here. He's like, hey, are you guys worried about Cam Akers? I'm like, shit, I didn't even know they signed Cam Akers. Like, I didn't even see anything on Twitter. I'm on Twitter, like, way too often for NFL news, strictly. But, yeah, Ty Chandler. I do like the Ty Chandler pick. However, I do think Lloyd, you know, he goes above Ty Chandler. I think he deserves to. So maybe make a small adjustment there in the ranks. It's just, I think it's what the field is telling us. Just seeing his capital. Lloyd's someone that you could see a big movement from in late July. So wanting to get him at this price, because I'm not convinced that I'm going to want him if he goes near Spears, to be honest. Yeah, Josh has been on a, like, trading cards kick. I thought I saw that about Akers. Yeah, Akers to me is all done. Akers to me is all done. Just gonna ignore him. Like, Akers to that team is like AJ Dillon to Green Bay. It's just like it's a guy. That RB range of Chandler and Lloyd is great. Why you gotta hate on the Charbonnet click? No, I'm just kidding. Sharps to Chandler Lloyd. I agree. The fact that we got the double tap in there, if we can sort of lean into this group and draft like you're right, I could convince myself that these 5 could get me there. So coming up on our pick, where's the London team? London team's behind us. We should have free reign at Captain Kirk if we want it. We have the Washington bring back. I think we probably should go for that. Rams bring back. We missed out on Corum. Where did Corum go? Oh, SOB, huh? SOB. That's how we ended up getting 10 picks of value on Tony Pollard, though. It's because Corum went at 110. Which, like, that's got to be wrong. That's got to be wrong. It's got to be wrong. Holy shit. We can't push. If the Jalen Hurts London team had 2 QBs, I would push Kirk if Ty Chandler was there. However, if we don't get Chandler, yeah, we just don't have a bring back for this Jacksonville game. And Ty Chandler goes off the board. There's just no reason to do it. And we could still bring in Levis, too. Like, I'm not opposed to going 3 QBs with Kyler and Kirk. Don't need it, but where it's correlated, we have pass-catching running back Pollard. We have Ridley. Parker Washington, the guy you need. Week 17. CLN flexing in the chat. 16% Ty Chandler. How many drafts are you in, CLN? How many have you done post-NFL? Did Rodgers? Rodgers is still on the board, right? Where the hell did Rodgers get drafted, bro? Did I miss? Rodgers went at 149 to the Mike Williams team? Like, Douglas would have been nice. Wandale's a bring back. This range is so gross. Demarcus Robinson's ADP is getting a little too high for me. I have him ranked at 188. 170, like, that's like the eliminator price. However, we will give him a bump because it's correlated. So if he does come back to us, he would have to fall. He'd have to fall like 8 picks. McCaffrey, what's up, baby? We had to go receiver there. This double stack gives us the option to go super late Russ click. So we'll see. If not Roman Wilson, we're excuse me. If not Roman Wilson here, we're probably reaching up for Fant. He goes to 163. Because his ADP is going to be here in the 160, 158 range pretty soon. Every single room he's being reached on. So. Every single room he's being reached on. But I like this. I like these QBs for 3 QBs. I don't think it's too expensive to bring in either a Levis with our double stack or bring in Russell Wilson with our double stack. All right. Save the tight ends for us, boys. Save the tight ends for us. I don't think there's a single pounder in this room. Underdog about 150. Now that's post NFL draft, right? Because they already paid out for pre NFL draft for the Gladiator contest. I'm a Demarcus Robinson fiend. I'm ready to have my heart broken. The upside in Demarcus Robinson is an injury to Kupp or Puka. Let's go. Quantum in the house. I think the first time hitting it live said, is Drake no yards after catch? London still available. Push him if you miss. There's still Dortch. You don't need yards after catch when you're that talented. Oh, me, oh, my. Kirk Cousins, if he stays healthy, Pitts and London outpay their ADP. That's my stance. I'm standing by it. I want to push RB in this range still. Fuck. Jonnu was the click. Johnny was the click. It's crazy. Sniped out of thin air at pick 175. Nice. Well played, sir. Well played. He's got his QBs in a correlated matchup. That's why it's looking like a Christmas tree. Conklin is a mini. Conklin is a mini with Garrett Wilson. It's the same bye week as Pitts, but do we care about it? Does anyone care about it? Let's go Levis. Let's go Levis first. Let's go Levis first. What a weird draft this ended up being. What a weird draft. We started 5 receivers. We're leaning into a unknown in Roman Wilson right now. I still think that Roman Wilson, like, he's falling right now, but he has the chance to rise with positive news. Like, the amount of positive news that Roman Wilson needs to hit is like this. The threshold is very low. He has to beat out Van Jefferson. Like, the threshold of positive news that Roman Wilson needs to rise is so freaking low. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. It is funny. It hurts my brain, though. Drake may off at 181. Yeah, and Bryce Young. Okay. Maybe we do this Luke McCaffrey week 17 correlation. We already have one for B-Rob, so we don't need it. We can go Sinnott instead of Luke, but I just don't like the Sinnott click, to be honest. I'd rather just go McMillan over Luke McCaffrey. We already have the week 17 correlation with B-Rob. Let's lean into that. Let's bring in another rookie here. I don't trust Roman Wilson. Okay. I trust Pittsburgh in their ability to just be really good at drafting wide receiver talent. So until they have multiple misses in a row, I would rather trust Pittsburgh on their prospects of wide receivers than Carolina. Even if it is a round 3 guy. Jesus. I don't know. Was it even enough to, like, did they break 100 yards? The thing is, on Atlanta, the wide receiver 2 is Pitts. The man's a wide receiver. The man's a wide receiver. Josh says, since I've been gone, Pop Douglas has risen 36 spots and Juwan has fallen. Juwan got hurt. Mac Hollins, 251. That was too close. That was honestly too close to 100. That's crazy. That's how bad it was, though. Captain Kirk, as a strict pocket passing QB, throws the ball. Shit. He threw the ball in his career probably around 40, mid-40s per game attempts. Someone fact check me on that. That's 251 from Mac Hollins. Yeah. The thing is, if we just think about last year's numbers without involving Kirk, it's just like, you can do that with every team. It's like, oh, Carolina's going to suck. 2 drafts in a row, no Rashawn Johnson. Man, I'm out of character tonight. I'm out of character. I'm definitely going to have to grab another beer. All right, we said we're doing another draft at 75 likes. We're currently at 61. You boys got to get on your horse. You boys got to get on your horse. 14 likes away for another draft. Or we'll give a save. We'll give a save. Or I think we're close to, or 2 subscribers. That is the 2 ways. 2 subscribers or 14 likes. We'll rip another one. And then maybe we rip another one on top of that one. So this could go all night. I think we just bring in Sanders here. Three, 5, 7, 2. Like, just the correlated pieces didn't fall to us this game. Like, clearly, when Corum goes before Tony Pollard, it was just like not meant to be to get a week 17 stack with the Rams. Just wasn't meant to be, which is like, okay. It's going to be okay. Estimate's getting steamed right now. We're going to continue the steam. Oh, great. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yo, that's so good. Since I've been gone, Pat's Underdog non-interest generating credits have dropped 4K. No, that can't be right. In how many days? 30 something days. So I have, let's say I have under 100. I have under 100 BBMs left. So that's like 20. I have like 2,200 worth of BBMs. So it's going to leave me with 11. I want to do another 70 limbs. That's going to leave me with 400. I'm going to have to put money in my account. That's depressing. That's depressing. Just start the 24-hour show now. 1 sub away and we're doing another draft, or how many likes? Because we have 2 goals. Either one can get another draft going tonight. 8 likes or 1 sub. 1 person on the Twitter machine. 1 person out of the 74 could be a hero tonight. Could be a hero. All they have to do is hit the link, sign into their YouTube account. Probably try to remember their password. All right, let me title this one here. I don't do any fancy titles, boys, because I just open them up with the overlay and it tells me what it is. July 12th. We don't do that. Live draft. Another one. Live draft. All right. Kyler Murray, Kirk Cousins, and Levis. I think it's a fine amount of capital spent at QB. Under 8% on all of these guys. Mostly because I'm not overly in on Marvin Harrison. I'm just not able to stack him. I'm not able to get that stack with Kyler. So I'm glad we got this. Let me actually look quick at my Kyler Harrison stacks. So 3 Kyler teams. Harrison in 1. So now he's at 50%. I feel good about that. That's an old draft. Too many tabs, boys. Aaron Jones, B-Rob, Tony Pollard, Charbonnet, Lloyd, and Estime. That's a fun room. That's a fun room, boys. That's worth a like. That's I'll just spam in every Discord to some of you the same way I spam them for the sprint, dude. I'll be at like 10K. Don't get me that hyped up. Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison, Tank Dell, Pickens, Ridley, Roman Wilson, Jalen McMillan. Really leaning into just 7 receivers here. Pitts and Sanders. Leaning into some of these receivers hitting. One of these guys, and I think we're good with this room. 2 would be a freaking bonus. Pitt, Sanders. We have a little week 16 mini here with Arizona. We have the week 17 bring back with B-Rob in that Atlanta game. We have single stacks. We got a double with Tennessee. Everything else is a single. Man, why was that room so much tougher? And now, let's see. Let's see. Oh, boys. Oh, boys. 1 subscriber away from doing another draft. I'm gonna do the countdown. 15-second countdown. And this is enough time to sign into the account. Otherwise, we'll call it a night here at 3 beers and a glass full of whiskey. 14, 13, 12. It's a fast one. These are fast countdowns. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oof. Max pain. Max pain. Let's see what we hit on the likes. Maybe just by chance. Just by chance. Someone. We hit 70, boys. On what? For 70, we'll do a fast pup. We'll do a fast pup. A 20-seconder. We're waiting on 3. Do I have a YouTube burner? No burners, man. Burners don't help the algo. We all know that. This one just insta-filled. And we're at pick 10. McCaffrey here at 7. Glad to see it. And this room looks pretty good. I'm seeing a lot of badges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 badgeless zombies in the same room. God damn. But yeah, at 2K subs, we will be doing a 24-hour live stream. I'm going to try to get 24 guests, 1 guest per hour. And if you guys are interested in the overlay and draft tools that we're checking our unique combinations with, bestballoverlay.com, promo code Pounders, all caps, brings it down from $30 a month to $20 a month, less than 1 BBM. Save a streamer today. Save your portfolio today. Bobby G. This name is familiar. Why? This name is familiar. Why? Jewish McCaffrey. I have a feeling high T RB start. Okay. Don't disappoint us now. Don't disappoint us now. The fast puppy is a 2 out of 12, 1 out of 10, 1 out of 10. 375 seat final. So if you max the contest, you will get your money back if you make the finals. Let's see. 2 out of 12. Let's do the math here real quick. 2 divided by 12 times 150. Brings you down to 25 lineups if you're advancing at the correct rate. Divided by 0.1/10. 2.5% chance to make the finals if you max the contest. Give us Bijan here 10. Okay, fine. Don't. Rude. That's rude. McCaffrey says, can't pass up on a Monra. I guess I lied. Can't lie like that. Monra 7. I don't blame you. Bobby G in the house. Yeah, I knew it. I knew that name looked familiar. Seems as if I stream sniped you without being in the stream, and now I am here in the stream sniping. Sick man. Sick man. Pick 15. What do we do? We can do something weird, or we can do something not weird and just go Drake London. But I did want to just go 8chan there for some reason. It might have been the beers. It could have been the beers. I wanted to bring 8chan up. And I will at the end of this contest if we don't get any funky stuff with 8chan falling further than he already is. Dude, shout out to Jay. Bestball overlays, big game changer. I'm really glad you're enjoying it. Thank you for the 5 spot. Appreciate you. Truly. You guys are crazy. Glad you're enjoying it. Seriously. Getting a ton of good feedback. And the updates are coming. Just so much fun. It was so much fun. Let me see if I can find. I showed this team on the other stream. It's a big board team, and going into your big board teams and checking your closing line value on some of those freaking monsters you have. Let's see. I think it was 370, 277. Yeah, it's this team. The early closing line value on this team, rounds 1 through 12, is 64 spots. Like, that's insane. So Josh added this yesterday per request of a pounder. He puts it into play that day type results. But yeah, the late CLV on Fant, Mooney, and Pearsall is insane. Michael Penix is triple stacked with London, Pitts, and Bijan. Just in case, you never know. This is a big board team. This is before we knew 20 rounds. But some of these Henry moving 32 spots this early is insane. London 24, Waddle 14. The DJ Moore fall, so that evens that, which is fine. But Kyle Pitts 26, he was going at 87. That's just so wild. It's cool that it just breaks down every team automatically. Just gives you the close line value for every squad. You can open them up, see where you drafted them, and then where they go today. Josh did a great job. Josh just asked, not. So this is after my partner Josh at Bestball Josh on Twitter joined the Discord. Best Josh changes his name on Discord to Best Josh. Bestball Josh, not Best Josh. Exactly. Safe Flowers 32, Tank Dell. Ooh. This is a spot where we go Diggs. Like, Tank Dell's not there. So now, I get my 2% Diggs up. This is that spot. This is where we do it. And now these badgeless guys are going to go QB. Maybe double QB. Get ready. First one's Michael Pittman off the board. Don't give me Josh Allen in the 4th round. You don't want to do this. I promise you. Going Jalen Hurts anyways. Pairing Jalen Hurts with A.J. Brown. Let's get after it. Pat, what's your take on Diggs versus Dell? I've always been on the side of Diggs is going to be like the guy I don't want to draft. Because one of these guys, their ADP is not going to pay out. It's one of these guys' ADP is going to be wrong. I've been making the bet that it's Diggs. And even if that's not correct, like maybe Diggs ends up as a slightly better advance rate piece than Dell at their price, I would still rather tank Dell for the end of season. So it's very clear for me that it's tank Dell. I have 2% Diggs and 13% Dell. Yeah, I can't. I just can't get there on Diggs. His efficiency's gone down on beating man. I can't get there. I won't get there. I promise. This is a fun start though. AJ Brown, Drake London, Diggs, and Jalen Hurts. We're off to the races now. Let's do this. I'll put the link in the chat for bestballoverlay.com in case you guys want to check it out. You get that run of elite tight ends off the board. ETN off at 47. ETN is in my top 5 owned wide receivers, or running backs, excuse me, for Bestball Mania. CLN just on all of them. Just give me all the Houston guys. Not a bad strategy. Dell, Collins, and Diggs. Collins being a little more flat. Diggs being underweight, and then Dell being over. For me on Diggs, it's like, let's just see what his price is going to be later in the season when it comes to BBM. In these exposures that are up, these are best ball mania exposures. So I take these a lot differently than I do my, portfolio as a whole, post NFL draft, all those teams I've drafted in the Chihuahuas, the other puppies. I'm going to do I'm going to do different stuff. I'll be a little more open to doing some different things, but already 6.7% full in 1 day is freaking impressive. When did this drop? At what time today? Eastern. What time Eastern did this drop? And I need another beer. Like 100% we need another beer. If we go Godwin, we get Rice, I bet. With these two guys behind us. I want Rice though. I want Rice. Really? We're at 4% in Best Ball Mania on Godwin. Just like you would never think. Because post NFL draft, I'm at 11%. Oh, okay. We underestimated the badge list. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. ETN seems like a value every year. Like definitely seems like a value this year. Strat 62. We can't do it. We can't do it with A-Rich. But I do want to go Pitts again here. We bring in this double stack with Drake London. How we have to get Kirk with this. We have to get Kirk with this. What's cool is about this combo, guys, the Philly, Atlanta, Washington is you're getting week 16 against Philly. You're getting week 17 against Atlanta. So sharp little trio there of matchups. And if we bring in a Dallas player, like if we bring in Brandon Cooks, plays Tampa Bay week 16, plays Philly week 17. So that's another one with this team. And you can see the game totals as well as if you scroll over. So that Philly Dallas game, 48.5 points in the green, meaning it's a high scoring game. And it should be. All right. I'm going to go grab a brewski. Let's see. We'll give the option to drop another YouTube membership in the chat. This is another challenge. 73 likes. Let's do a subscriber challenge. We're at 1710. If we have 2 more subscribers, by the time I get back from grabbing a beer, and I have to go upstairs, chugging upstairs all the way back down. If we gain 2 subs, I'll drop 4 YouTube memberships in the live chat to the people in the YouTube live stream. So make sure you're logging in. Jump over here from Twitter. Hit the sub. I'll be right back. Oh, good try. Good try. Although I would have got someone I liked. So who cares? Stevenson. I kind of want Stevenson here. I see Fergie's correlated, but let's get an RB here first. We already have Kyle Pitts. I don't need these. I don't need these. All right, so what was the deal? 2 subs? 2 sub-a-dubs? When the chair gets caught on the rug, I need to like tape down the rug or something. That is like my biggest pet peeve. Like I can't have the rug uneven. I just can't. Ferg just wants to be on this team. Let's try it. Let's try it. We have this Dallas piece, which is correlated with Tampa Bay and Philly. Let's just try it. We're going to put off RB. We're going to put off receiver. It's going to put us in an awkward situation, which it's a fast puppy. Like, let's have some fun. And now for, I think, 4 YouTube memberships. Oh, boys, I'm not even kidding. All right, I'm going to show you. One off, boys. One off. However, for the one, we will... I literally changed... I just saw the screen. I fat-fingered it. One sec. I'm going to refresh. I got to refresh it now. Okay, it's still at 1711. I would have fat-fingered it. 1711. I'm not lying, all right? I'm not lying here. We're still going to gift one, though. Because I appreciate you guys coming out. 1 membership going to the subscribers in the YouTube live stream. Get the spoons out, boys. Good luck. It goes to... Woo! Devo! Congrats, brother. Let's go. He's been watching for a while tonight. Hashtag deserved. All right. Let's put this on. Put this here. Big W. Big W for who's. Deserved. 1142. Oh my. We put ourselves in a pickle. Why? Why did we do that? We want Washington. The Washington piece is such a nice correlated piece for us. It could be Dawson though for this team. Doesn't have to be RB, although we would like it to be B-Rob. Doesn't have to be B-Rob. We would like it to be, doesn't have to be. Let's go. It is. Now we have to catch up a receiver. Fucking bad. Turn off tight end. I don't even want to see it. We don't even want to look at it. Spears off at 107 ahead of Singletary. Such disrespect. It's crazy. What do we do with this team, boys? A.J. Brown, London, Diggs, and Godwin. We have the Philly bring back in Ferguson in Dallas. Damn. When's our next pick? 130. 130. Oh, shit. These are faster clocks, too. Let's just go Dobbs here. I'm lower on Dobbs. We're at 4%. I think this is a spot that is fine for him. Would have got Brandon Cooks, but 2 pieces in Dallas would have been okay. It probably would have been fine, but Jalen Hurts, Stevenson, B-Rob. At least we caught up. We went RB receiver. I think we had to do that to feel pretty good about our position coming back around to us at 130. There are some RBs we like in that range. There's receivers that I think we can mix in. I mean, this is early. This tag is why he went 13 picks early in the last draft in BBM. Stop. Stop. The thing is, like, DeMario's being steamed, too. I swear to God, you guys are Patriots fans. Like, I swear to God, you guys are Patriots fans. Everyone's steaming up the Patriots receivers. Like, what's happening? What's happening? Oh, no. No, no, no. Whoo! Yeah, he's got that MLB name, you know? He's got that MLB name. Comes up to the plate. All the fans. All the fans screaming it. We know who we want. Now we just have to wait. Now we just have to wait. Quorum goes off at 119. Bobby G in the live stream. Tyreek Hill, Jonathan Taylor, Devonta Smith, Mark Andrews, worthy of 51. K-Walk, BTJ, Warren, Mostert, T-Law. It's a very well-balanced team. Definitely going to need 8 receivers, I would assume. I wasn't even clicking KG Osborne in the big board. By the way, I have a lot of Pats. So crazy. Goff seems like a good advance rate piece to me. Just as like a good value. Not necessarily has a crazy high ceiling, but good value. Give us... Oh, so close. So close. It hurts less because it's not BBM, so like who cares? But let's let the badgeless make a move now. Let's let the badgeless do their thing. I would like probably... it should probably be Lloyd or Miller here. I'm not a Rico guy. And I don't know how many of you seen the last couple streams, but we have 0 Rico in BBM. 0 right, too. But that comes down to roster construction for my specific teams. Just found myself not in the right position to draft him. On the way back around, we're going to need Kirk, and we're going to need a receiver. So this is risky. This is definitely risque. Where's the Bijan team? Bijan team is to our left. They have 1 QB. Dear Lord, please go. He doesn't go Mooney, so... Does he bring in Kirk with Bijan? I mean, he could. That would hurt. If you have 0 Rico, you should have 20% Zeke. Well, it's not 20%. It's 4%. I don't think they necessarily have to hit. Now, post-NFL draft, all teams, I probably do have... I have 10%. Just in BBM, I'm not clicking him a whole lot because of upside week 17. Dak overly efficient in the red zone as a passing QB last year. I don't think one necessarily needs to smash. But I do like Zeke, especially in like the Eliminator. I'm getting a ton of Zeke in that contest. 33%, Rashawn 35. He's still behind Rashawn, but that's high. That's high. But yeah, I am leveraging that take with Zeke. Just haven't got there yet in BBM. And their O-line takes a slight hit this year. They're going to be a top, probably a top 8 O-line still, but it's not going to be like top 3 like we're used to. Mario off the board. That's one of the guys who wanted. We're just staring at the Bijan guy like, you going Mooney, you going Kirk. I can't go Mooney if he takes Kirk. So much pain. The one time you want Kirk Cousins, and we can't even freaking pout about it. Annoying. Going Corley here to get a little different. We bring him up 22 picks. Like hashtag go get your guys. We go. It opens up Rodgers too as a late click is what I'm thinking. I'm just not a Baker guy. Let's bring in an RB here. Chuba, week 14. We're not bringing in Gibson on this team. Vidal. Scary. Let's bring in Chuba here. This is going to be an interesting one. We might not be able to correlate the second QB. So much pain. You have that double stack, and this guy wants to stack Kirk with Bijan. Max Payne. He doesn't get Mooney, so I'm absolutely thrilled. Absolutely thrilled he doesn't get Mooney. He seems like a Thielen drafter to me. Makes sense. All right. We are at a 1-5-6-2 with Jalen Hurts, Stevenson, B-Rob, Ford, Miller, Chuba. Man, we get sniped on Shard by 1 pick and Kirk. A.J. Brown, London, Diggs, Godwin, Dobbs, Corley. Pitts and Ferguson is obviously strong, which is why the running back room looks a little off. We need one more running back. 2-6. We don't necessarily need 8, but 8 won't hurt. We need to take some shots at receiver, too. We need some young blood on this team. I guess if we do go... What? If we double tap like RB or something... I'm just trying to think out loud. If we double tap RB here with whatever... Ray Davis and Chuba... Do we try to get Baker, which we still could, and then do we go McMillan? Guess we can still do that. Guess we could still do that. That works. That works. Because we're still good at RB. We just need one more. We're in a fine spot. It's just always that double stack with the pocket passing QB. You try to push. 1 out of 10 advance. And there could be a week where you get a big spike from Pitts and London, but Jalen Hurts just gets 2 rushing touchdowns, throws 120 yards to A.J. Brown, and A.J. Brown gets a touchdown too. And you have Jalen Hurts outscoring Kirk, although you have a big spike week from Pitts and London. That is the beauty with the rushing QBs in Bestball. Not meant to be. It's not meant to be. I can't wait to see who this is stacked with. It's not stacked with anyone. Why? 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 Now, Gino would have been just a good advance rate click. I'm not a big Troy Franklin guy. I'm just going, when in doubt, I'm just going to get my guy. When in doubt, RB room done. Now let's figure out who we want to backstack. It could be it could be like Drake May and Kendrick Bourne. Like, I'm in a bad place right now. We are in a bad place right now. We have a lot of nice little minis. Godwin and Chuba, week 17. Drake London, because this stack was never completed with B-Rob in Atlanta. Oh, so close. Oh, God. Projected for 3 wins this year. And Drake May goes off the board. Fuck it. Like, we're just going to keep pushing QB. You can't put me in your box. You can't. I refuse to go in your box. I'm not going in your box. All right. Don't quote that. Don't quote that. We're going Troy Franklin here at 183. We're going to bring in Bo Nix, and then we're bringing in Tim Patrick, and we're calling this a fast puppy. Crazy. Crazy. AJ Brown, Drake London, Diggs, Godwin, Dobbs, Corley, and Troy Franklin. We don't have to we don't have to go Tim Patrick. But Tim Patrick's still on the team. And news from Tim Patrick is from his mouth, not mine. This is not a stand-up comedy. Said he feels as good as he did 3 years ago. Like when he last played a game. Rip. Seems like a great dude, though. Like, I'm really pulling for Tim Patrick. I was above 8%. I think I got to 9% last year after being hurt the year before at 17%, but it was like pick 155, and it didn't hurt my advance rates at all. I had amazing advance rates that year. Last year was just, man, just RIP, dude. RIP. Corley and Franklin. Honestly, I'll probably pad this with someone boring. I'll probably pad this with like an advance rate guy. I'm so glad this happened in the Fast Puppy, not BBM. So glad. Bucky off the board at 193. Tracy. Vicious rooms. When you have 6 badgeless, you just know shit is going to hit the fan. And you are standing directly in front of the fan. Oh, Jesus. VRC calling his shots. Tim Patrick with 3 tutties in game 1. We might not even get a second QB at this point. Bobby brings in 3 QBs. This Fisher guy has 3, which is fine. Fields goes off. What do we need to do for Bo Nix? Oh my God. Oh my God. These, like, stop drafting. Stop drafting all the QBs, you sickos. You sickos. I don't have a badge yet, but F them. I love that. But you're in tune with content. You get a pass. You get a pass. What a freaking ugly spot. And Chark's off the board. Where did Chark go? No, Chark's. Okay, Chark's right here. Oh, red badge means absolutely nothing. No, but some, I would say, God, if you have a badgeless person and a red badge, right? The red badge could be a fancy golf guy, for all we know. And he could just be a daily guy, which back the first couple years on Underdog, there was no such thing as Battle Royales. Like, you earned your badge by doing these drafts in these drafts only. 4, 7, 5, 2. Oh, oh dear. Oh dear. That's tough. That's they paid the rake. That's a good thing. It's just like this. We're just gonna make a boring pick, I think. I think we're just gonna go Khalif Raymond and grab a part of this Detroit offense. Not correlated, but we're gonna pad some of these rookies here. Tight ends are strong. RB room seems balanced enough. Stevenson, B-Rob, Ford, Miller, Chuba, and Roshan. Hurts and Bo Nix. Like, we just got destroyed. We just got destroyed at QB. We're obviously leaning into Hurts anyways, so I'm glad we at least have the Week 16 stack. We have a lot of minis in here, which is cool, but it hurts. It hurts the soul to miss out on the double stack. When you have Drake London, you have Pitts, and you just miss out by one click. Just by one. That was... No, disbanded. No. Oh, no. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. All right, we have to cover 2 drafters in this one. The fast puppy. We only did 1. The fast puppy. All right, Bobby G. Let's see what he was up to in the 3 spot. Showing off those goat horns. Looking spiky. T-Law, Bryce, and Derek Carr. I like this. I like this trail. Could just be really good for advance rates. Like, you're not overpaying a QB with 2 super late guys plus T-Law. Could be good for his ADP. JT, Walker, Warren, Mostert, and Gibson. Tyreek Hill, Smith, Worthy, BTJ, Gabe Davis, double stack here. Josh Downs, Leggett, Wandale, Andrews, and Juwan. So he finds that super late backdoor stack with Carr and Juwan Johnson, leaning into some uncertainty. But also, like, Mark Andrews' bye week is week 14. So he doesn't have to worry about, losing out on 4.5 points, a tight end for the bye week bros. Single stack with Leggett and Bryce Young. There is 0 bringbacks in week 16 or 17 in this team. And that's why you should download the overlay. No, I'm just kidding. This is a really well balanced squad though. This is a pretty good for advance rates. 2 early rookies. You need one of these rookies to really hit. And you're probably off to the races. I like the Wandale click for this team. I like the Josh Downs click for this team. Jacksonville double stack. Nice looking squad. Goff, Tua, and Justin Fields bringing in some end of season rushing upside potential if he finds the field. Achane, Kyron, Tony Pollard, Jaleel McLaughlin, Vidal, Amon-Ra, George Pickens, Reed, J-Mo, Tyler Lockett, Mitchell, Douglas, and Walker, Kittle, and Smith. I like this combo. Maybe a little weak at wide receiver for me, but DeMar Douglas to pad some of these rookies. Double stack in Detroit. Miami double stack, it's different, sort of leveraging Tyreek Hill and Waddle. And Pittsburgh with Pickens. Kittle in a correlated game against Detroit week 17, against Miami week 16 is nice. Finds a little correlation with Devontae Walker week 16 against Pittsburgh. I mean, it's a really well balanced squad. It's just receiver might be a little weak, but it could work. For me, it's J-Mo. Like, J-Mo's the deciding factor, and for me, it's Goff. I don't know if he could do it. I don't know if Goff could be that guy for J-Mo for the deep balls. But that'll be a big deciding factor. I still think there's a chance that J-Mo falls from his current ADP, although we've just seen him do nothing but rise. Jameson Williams in the last week is actually down a spot. In the last 24 hours, down 0.1. Last month, he's up half a spot. So it'll be interesting when the casuals come back. and start drafting BBMs. Yeah, Bella says, unlucky room, you were 1 or 2 picks off an awesome draft. I agree. Like, I wanted Charbonnet instead of Ford, and I wanted Drake London, obviously, instead of Corley, and my team's, like, literally flaming. But how many likes are we at? Do we just rip another one? 79? I think we could... If someone has a like in their pocket, we'll rip another draft. The beer's still here. If we hit 80, we'll do another one. Hey, thanks for coming out tonight, man. Appreciate you hanging out. Gonna rip another fast pup. I can't leave on that draft. That draft sucked. Sucked because of a snipe. Wow, we insta-fill it. Do we get lucky now? Do we get rewarded? It happens that quick. Does it? It happens that quick. You just ask. You just ask to get rewarded. We get the 1 spot. Oh my sea of badgeless. Sea of badgeless. Shout out to Burke. This username is very familiar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 6. We know what happened last time. Let's go, Brandon 2024. Burke, Darren, Black Knight. I'm not recognizing a lot of these other names. Let me know if you snuck in here with us. I'm in the overflow, Sai. Ghouls at 5. Black Knight 777 sick. We'll keep an eye on that. Ask and you shall receive. It's that easy. Can't abandon the... Yeah, I'm not pouring this. We're not pouring this out anywhere directly besides inner mouth. Bobby G also in the overflow. Candace has got you. Appreciate you guys, man. Can we hit 100 likes before we get off stream? That'd be insane. That'd be insane. The more important thing to me is I want to do this 24-hour live stream, not for me. I'm sorry, like not for me, not for my body, but for you guys. I am trying my hardest to get these subber dubbers to do that 24-hour live stream. B-Rob at 6. Standard draft so far. What can we... Who do we want to pull up to this 2-3 turn? What's been a fun combination for you guys for pulling players up? I just saw someone pull up Laporta, who goes at pick 36. He's never falling to pick 48. He's never fallen to pick 47. His CMC goes at 2. So that's interesting. And in this room specifically, I think we can get away with it with 6 badges. Folks. We'll call them folks. 6 badges drafters. I think we can get away with doing something maybe a little more on the minus EV side early. Yeah, if Achan's there, Eric, I'll take him. I think that is a fun start with CMC. I've come around to it. Recently. Like, I got to mix some more Achan in. I almost pulled Achan to the AJ Brown spot in the last draft. Something was telling me. Something was giving me the Achan itch. I don't know if you guys ever get itches on players. Like, I just need more of this guy. I'm getting like FOMO or something. It's weird. And nothing's crazier than August, right? It's like August 20th. You're ripping 10 drafts a day with bestballoverlay.com's overlay to help you correlate them, obviously. Promo code Pounders, all caps. You're ripping 10 drafts a day and you're like, oh, like, I'm so low on this guy. It's when you're fading all season long. And then you just draft him 10 times in a row just for the FOMO. Just for the FOMO. And Eric says it best. You got to trust your gut. Bobby said, just pulled up Achan to the 10 spot with Breeze about to get buried, and you deserve it. You deserve it. All right. We are bringing Achan in here. Ooh. And we're getting Waddle? Huh. I mean, it's different. Let's go Waddle first, because that one's freaking obvious. Let's do it. It's going to be unique. It's going to be unique. It's going to be unique. I want Tua for this team. We get this little week 16. We get this double stack with CMC for week 16 correlation. I wanted Waddle more than I want HN just because of the uniqueness of ADP. Just because of the uniqueness of ADP. I need a little beats. I'm going to put on some beats. Let me know if they are distracting or if you like them. If someone thinks they're distracting, I'll turn them off. All right, Meat likes it. We're impressing the Meat. It's all that matters. It's all that matters. A lot of teams pissing. 3 spot, 4 spot, 5 spot. Tyreek Hill, DK, and Neighbors. Jefferson, Devontae Adams, and Mike Evans. Jamar Chase, Debo, and Devonta Smith at 29er. Devonta Smith at 29. I was going to say, that feels like a little discount. Nice little 4-pick drop on Devonta Smith. Nice. Nice. Yo, this light in the back has been tripping me out. It's definitely like fading in and out. Has that been happening? It's been happening this whole time. Oh my. Oh my God. What is this guy doing? Jahmyr Gibbs, JT. We should have knew something was up. We should have knew. This is the one that gives a bad name for all the badge lists right here. This is that guy. This is that guy. Sam Laporta and Kelsey with JT and Gibbs. Sick. All right. All right. We're vibing. We're vibing right now. Pacheco pulled up to a reasonable range at pick 38. Although, oh geez, don't give him compliments. Hello to wide receiver 3, JMO for that guy. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. It is tough to go Pacheco over these elite QBs, but I think they're all smashes. I think they should all go ahead of ADP. I have the elite QBs ranked above Zay Flowers and Pittman. I would in a perfect world, and I'd have Pacheco over both of them. I'd have DJ Moore over Zay Flowers, but everyone's so harping on elite QBs missing last year. I do think there are some values at QB. Like, QBs are down across the board. So that's why I wouldn't draft those guys in the 3rd round, because you can get them in the middle of the 4th round. So I'm not going to have 80% of those guys. I'm going to mix them in because I'm aware that these other QBs, when Stroud falls to 80 often, like, those guys become values. So, dear Lord, leave us Christian Kirk. Go fuck yourself. Oh, shit. What an ugly, 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 ugly spot. We're going to think about it. We're going Terry here. Doing something random, boys. We're doing something random. Jesus, Darnold Tunyon, come on, you couldn't even get that off without laughing. We need to pray that Rice falls back to us. We need to pray that people get afraid of the injury. Rice or Worthy. I'm not going Worthy over Terry McLaurin here. He pulled the David Kitchen. Do you trust Carr in 2024? I don't even think you have to trust him to draft him at his ADP. He could just be a fine QB2 or QB3 on a team. Now, this is for BBM. I'm at 2% through 50 drafts. I will easily get this up to 8 or 10%. Easily. It's just I'm lower on Olave, so it's affecting my Derek Carr price. I'm also lower on Shaheed. And I shouldn't even say like I'm lower on him. It's just I don't think there's a way that he smashes ADP. We're drafting him for a single game upside. We're drafting him for 4 spike weeks. And for me, I think there's better chances of players that go later that can smash for more than 4 spike weeks. Carr's good 3. Yeah, I agree. No. Just no to Hollywood. Just no, I can't do it. I have him ranked 78th. I think that's fair. He's like not on my board. Hollywood goes to 58. Rice goes to 59. All right. We're going to be solo homes on this team. Use him as a strict, good advanced right piece, or even in the right scenario, he can spread the ball. And it doesn't take a lot, guys. Like, there was several weeks last year that naked QBs won weekly winners, and those were drafts that had 225,000 teams. Mahomes is a player that spreads the ball to multiple guys throughout a game. 8+ pass catchers. 8+. So I'm fine if everyone gets sniped too. The finals 375. You could just have a flat week scoring at QB as well. Or no one that separates. So now 72 and 73. We do have to get a little lucky with receivers coming back to us still. Oh, shit. You don't like Hollywood? I kind of agree. I don't like him either. His price is just crazy. Of course you want to stack these guys, but if it doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world. All right. I mean, 5 picks away from Worthy. I mean, did we write him off too soon? There's no way he gets by Burke. That's my guess. We'll see if Black Knight puts the shot up. Goes Addison. Why even make me sweat? Just take him. Don't make us sweat. Okay. All right. I would have been like, if it went to like, let's go Brandon and he takes him, there would have been pain. But Ladd and Deontay Johnson, we saved the day. Ladd and Christian Watson, we saved the day. And we're off. I need more Jordan Love, so I'm trying to make a mental note to bring in some Green Bay players. 4% Jordan Love. My Green Bay Minnesota stack. So looking at the bestballoverlay.com, the graphs are coming. And what the graphs are going to do is it's going to be able to break down your portfolio. You'll upload your CSV, basically, of the teams you've drafted, and it will show you your weeks 15, I want to say 16 and 17, correction. 16 and 17, your playoff matchups, and what percent you're targeting each game. So where your QB stack plus bringbacks are, what percent for each week 16, 17 game, and then what your same exact thing, but graphs for mini stacks as well. So that game for me, Green Bay, Minnesota, is surprisingly low. I think I was around 4 or 5%. Let me pull up an example, because I have it in the Discord somewhere. This feature is going to be just really, really useful. Here we go. So Green Bay, Minnesota, for me was at 4%. Arizona Rams, like this is a big hole in my portfolio. So I already fixed this one, I know. This is an old picture because the graphs aren't up. This is like 10 days old from my partner, Josh, who's been creating around the clock, and he's going to be creating for the next year, adding on to bestballoverlay.com, just making fine tweaks, making it better. We have an update coming for the Eliminator, I believe tomorrow. So that'll be nice for you boys that like the Eliminator. It's one of my favorite contests. We have to get something in there for Jewish McCaffrey. For the sprint. I have ideas. And they're coming. Levis stacks are my highest drafted in second or third QB. I like it. I like stacking Love with the 2 RB start because you can catch up if his cheap receivers hit. I like that as well. Leaning into the pass catchers. Or is he someone that just ends up spreading the ball and hitting without any of his receivers really hitting? Or smashing, I should say. Get the phone off the charger here. Damn, boys. I appreciate you subbing. Really do. Trying to get this 24-hour live stream for the boys. 2K subs. We're on pace, but like there is no breathing room. You're going Curtis Samuel here, and it's either Love or Jaden Daniels. It's just so hard to click Jordan Love over. Who do you guys want to see? We'll go either one. Jaden Daniels with Terry McLaurin or Jordan Love with C-Watt. Who do you want? First person to say it in the chat. First person to say it in the chat. Otherwise, it's auto-picking. Oh! Speed! I saw Love first. Jaden. He wants me to go Michael Jordan. Oh, boys. The delay. It got us. It got us both. I'm fine with this start. I like this start. The way I have it ranked, I have Jane Daniels ranked at 87. So it's probably a good thing that we mix it up and we get Jordan Love. Although this has to be chalk because this is directly on ADP for both. Chalk's not a bad thing if it hits, though. Keep that in mind. Keep it in mind. Ty Chandler wouldn't be a bad piece for this team. A late TJ Hawkinson. Are you probably TJ Hawkinson a 3 tight end build, which we're going 3 tight end. So Minnesota piece could be TJ Hawk for week 17. Keep that in mind. Where did Jalen Warren went off at 92? Where did Najee went off at 84? Warren and Naj basically on ADP. Hit him with the Rico. So far, Mahomes, Love. We put ourselves in a weird spot. Again, it's a puppy. We try to test the limits in these. Mahomes, Love, CMC, Achane, Waddle, McLaurin, McConkey, Watson, and Curtis Samuel. Well, I know the late CEH pick is coming. That's for sure. Who else do we want to see from? Is this going to be... Oh, dear God. Is this the Tony team? Can we look up some news on Kadarius Toney? We have plenty of time. Sky Moore likely to compete with Kadarius Toney. Oh, dear. All right, Kadarius Toney could be on the trade block in KC. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, man. Sky Moore is undraftable, boys. Sky Moore is undraftable. It's so much pain. It's so much pain. Has anyone drafted Sky Moore yet? Post NFL draft. Not in those 20-round drafts, in the 18-round drafts. I know I've seen people click Toney, which is just... We'll show the proof. We have none. It's tough. It's tough. AD off the board. But I also don't mind using Mahomes as an advance rate piece. And then the potential of week 17 just being a flatter week for QBs. And him being able to spread the ball. With both of those things, we're completely fine with it. Let's go Charbonnet here. Just looking at current ADP versus how I have it ranked real quick. Wicks goes off the board. We were actually going to grab Wicks. Pop. Pop, pop. We don't need QB. Let's go Pat Fry here for the correlation. Let's go Pat Fry for the week 17. We're in a good spot at RB with CMC and Achane. We brought in Sharp a little ahead of ADP. Waddle, McClure, McConkey, Watson. I think we could take a detour away from receiver. But let's get our entry point at tight end with Freiermuth, the correlated piece. Casey Houston could be a shootout week 16. Very well could be. McCole Hardman, the bailout chief you need. Dude, the piece that... I mean, come halftime of the mitten. I'm not sure which one. One of the mittens. Hardman at halftime had us in second place. With no chance to win first place because the first place had an extra piece. And we were tied. I see you, Chip. Big brain, big brain. McCole Hardman, a Super Bowl hero. You gotta introduce him in the right light. A Super Bowl hero is not currently on the Chiefs. Did he retire? Gould said pushing QB forever. Gould is drafting in the 5 spot. Started 4 receivers: Chase, Debo, Smith, Higgs, Josh Jacobs, Jordan Addison, David Montgomery, Warren. Oh, he hit some good pockets here, in my opinion. And he gave the chance for the worthy dream to be alive for him to reach to me at 72. Much love. Yeah, now you're hitting the value pockets. It's just the QBs you're targeting with your main receivers already off the board. So you're going to have to find a lot of late backdoor stacks. Or just, honestly, pick whoever you think's a good advance rate guy. Like Jay Herbs just goes off the board. He's probably one of my favorite players in this range for QBs that just... I don't even need him stacked. Like, I'll use him as an advance rate piece because I think his price is ridiculous. Same thing with T-Law. Like, he falls to the 120s. Like, I'll go a late Parker Washington just to have fun. Josh Downs finally off the board at 134. Anyone see the splits of Josh Downs and Michael Pittman when they were both on the field? I'll try to find them on Twitter. Let's see if I can find the tweet. I have to start bookmarking tweets. Okay, this one's from Josh Norris. Not it. Can we filter? Advanced search. Let's go. Advanced search. Let's try that again. And we have a double tap coming up. Oh my god, I thought that said Minshew for a sec. Mahomes, Jordan Love. Let's go Musgrave with one of these. And you wanna know what? I'm probably cool with Darnell Mooney here. We'll put off RB again. Live a little bit. Live a little bit. TJ Hawk was there too for the week 17. Wide receiver is going to fall off. We're not picking for a while. 168. We're just not going to be happy with the receivers in that range. We're just not going to be happy with the receivers in that range. So to only have 5, it's really freaking tough. We bring in the correlated Musgrave. We'll just say F it to the correlation in Minnesota. All right, I'm still going to try to find this tweet. The thing is, I wish Twitter would sort by relevancy of, oh God, I think I found it. Ah, I found it. Now, the thing is, like, AD is probably going to take a ton of the 2 wide receiver sets away from downs. But when Pittman and Josh Towns were both on the field, 424 routes, this was their production. Targets, Pittman had 20 more than downs. Receiving yards, Pittman had 100 yards more than downs. And then PPR points, who cares? Who plays PPR? Now, last year is hard to go by, I will say. Like, I'm not fully sold on data from last year, especially when you had an injury to A-Rich. You have new shit changing this year with AD. Maybe they have a pass-catching tight end. Stay healthy. Probably not. Oh, Rock. Bro, we're not going there, man. I mean, it's crazy you haven't seen it. It's crazy you haven't seen it yet. Couple new people in the Discord. Love to see that. If you guys are in here and you guys are looking for a little best ball community, an active best ball community that posts information on risers and fallers, join the Discord. We fill drafts. It's the whole 9. If you are in a late night draft, you are drafting with at least 1 pounder in every room. And they're talking in the Discord in the currently drafting section. So join the Discord. Link is in the chat. If you guys are also interested in the overlay we're using, bestballoverlay.com, promo code Pounders, all caps, for 33% off. It's going to bring it down from $30 a month to $20 for as long as you're subscribed. Save your portfolio today. So I tell people it's not a joke. Save it. CMC, Achan, Charbonnet. We have to click some green here, even if we don't want to. One of these 2 would be nice. That'd be a good start. If they go off the board, do we just reach up for JK? Not opposed to it. Just give us one of these two so I don't have to go J.K. Dobbins, please, dear God. But leaning into J.K. Dobbins being maybe healthy could be interesting for this squad specifically. Okay. We get Gibson. One thing at a time goes right. Okay, we're going Gibson and we're going Fant. Firemuth, Musgrave, and Fant. Decent amount of capital at tight end, but not too much. This is going to be my least correlated team ever. Ever. But I mean, definitely not ever. We have a double stack with Love. Who we kidding? We have a double stack with Love. Rock says congrats on the overlay. I've seen it in use. I think it's one of the best products for drafting there is. Appreciate you, truly. Those are some words right there. Appreciate it. Should add early week correlations for the Survivor DK drafts, though. Ooh. We're actually working towards being viable on DK. It'll literally take like 1 or 2 days. But it's not far away. My partner did it last year. Just some stuff changed. We'd have to rework the code. And this is like, it's funny. Like this just came out, right? Like we just came out with it. But this product's been being worked on behind the scenes for 18 months. 18 months. Literally, this came to market and it's already a premium product. I would not promote anything to you guys that is not top titty. So, if you guys are looking for something that is going to increase your EV in these draft rooms, I fully suggest it. Fully suggest it. I'll link it in the chat. I think I already did. It's right there. The DK, I just can't get into DK right now. Although the Survivor drafts sound fun. Survivor drafts sound fun. Who do we want to finish this draft? We have 3 picks left. We're at 2, 4, 6, 3. God damn. One of these picks has to be CEH. I need something with Mahomes. I need something. Whose? I thought you were going to sleep. What happened? And has anyone heard Eminem's new album? Dropped at midnight last night, Eastern. I thought he was like back. I thought he was like 15 years younger, back. Doesn't care about being politically correct. Some of the things were wild that he said. Of course, it has to be. It's Eminem. I thought it was pretty good, though. No Good Today says late night DK's where it's at. It's like drafting against 3 people who... Oh. Nice. Thanks. Nice. Just gonna make myself small on screen. Appreciate that. Houdini. Yeah, some of those songs hit. Texted my buddy at like 2:30 in the morning. He's got a newborn, but I had to let him know, like, yo, M dropped some flames. M dropped some flames. At 1,713 subscribers, we are 287 subscribers away from a 24-hour live stream, and I can't believe you guys might hit this thing. I didn't think there was any shot in hell when I asked. When I started promoting it at like 1,200, I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. We'll probably give them like a 4-hour stream at the end of the draft season. Like, they're not going to hit that. There's no chance. We don't need 6 RBs. So we're going to end here with CEH. And then we're going to save our draft with McMillions, because that's what we do. I've taken a lot of McMillions tonight. This is just a good team for it, though. Like, we have steady production from some of these vets. I think the Darnell Mooney click is also nice to take some shots on rookies late. So why stop now? This is going to be a 2-5-8-3. It's like CMC, a lot of the times you should stop at 5. Sometimes at 4. In the rare case, you stop at 6. You really put off your second running back until, like, goddamn, like Singletary. I'd probably go 6 at that spot, but this is so true. This is so true. The 3 BBMs we did last night, not letting any pounders know that we're joining the rooms, like not on the stream. These 3 drafts right here. A little Mahomes, May, 2772. Harris, Singletary, Williams. So this is 0 RB, right? But we get the fall on a player that we're not drafting a ton of. 17 picks. Kendre, Chuba. 12 pick fall on Chuba. CEH, Shipley. Monrad, Nico. DK at 31. T. Worthy stack. Curtis Samuel at 103. Douglas. Double stack. Bring back. Like, these late night drafts were insane last night. They were insane. We had our way with the room. Mixon at 76. We correlated with Lamar. Like, this room was fun. Lamar and Daniel Jones. We bring in the double stack with Jones. We bring in the stack with Likely. Like, some of these late night rooms, you can just kind of have your way with them. Jane Daniels in 2. I don't remember this team. Achan at 28. Demont, Brooks, Benson, and Gibson. I like the Gibson pick to pad these 2 rookies. Tyreek Hill, Debo, McLaurin, Keenan Allen, Rice, Dotson, Mooney, Malik, Jonnu, Conklin, and Juwan, leading into some uncertainty here. Super stack, quad stack with Tua. Quad stack with Tua. We got a double stack with Jaden Daniels. Bring back week 16. Bring back week 17. Some of those late night rooms though are just so much easier. So much easier. We almost let tight end get away from us in that last room. But then they let Conklin fall. 11 picks. Like, it's like we needed RB to fall, they let the RBs fall. We need tight ends to fall, you let the tight end fall. It's like, what is happening? Like, you guys are just gifting EV. Oh dear. Oh dear. Mead said, had a JJ London Evans start with 6th round Ridley and BBM tonight. It was glorious. Feels so good. After last call drafts. Bingo. Those are hundies too. That's not no 5 spot. Those are hundies. 2573 Mahomes, Love, CMC, Achan, Charbonnet, Gibson, CH. It's whatever. Waddle 24 is nice. McLaurin, McConkey, C-Watt, Curtis Samuel, Mooney, McMillan. The tight end room I like. We need another receiver here. I like Malik. 2 rookies. Let's go Malik Washington here. We're going to finish with Malik. Did we have any pounders? Yeah, we had 1 pounder in this room. 1 or 2? We had 1. Where is it? Post NFL. Fast puppy. Refresh. All right. Shout out to Ghouls who drafted with us at the 5 spot under Black Knight 777. Derek Carr didn't. Oh my God. Really put off QB. QB1 Derek Carr. We're back alive. We've seen something that has put us back under the light. Oh my God. Derek Carr, Daniel Jones, Bo Nix. Let's Okay, I see this at QB. I expect to be strong everywhere else. Oh no, he says he flopped. He says he flopped. He says he flopped. Expect to be strong everywhere else. Jacobs, Dave Montgomery, Warren, Elliott, and Kendre. Okay, it's a good start. It's okay. It's an okay start. 3 RBs by Warren. Good amount of touches. Kendra Miller, upside guy. Zeke, I don't know how he fits the build. I probably don't go Zeke on this specific team, but that's fine. It's fine. We're leveraging CeeDee Lamb touchdowns here. We're leveraging the Ferguson touchdowns. Chase, Debo Smith, T. Higgs, Addison. Strong. Even if we're not on Addison, still good. AD, we're seeing Week 17 bringbacks in this Denver-Cincinnati game. Nice. Week 17 bring back an AD against the Giants. Wandale stack, Troy Franklin. Is it strong enough? Yes. Yeah, it's a lot of capital, these first 5 picks. The tight ends. These tight ends better be the best tight ends in the world. These tight ends better be Kittle. Who else? We need... Oh, Njoku. Njoku and... Oh, dear. Stops at Njoku and Komet. Middle of the pack. Probably a little under middle of the pack. But doesn't leaning into these 2 tight ends is completely fine. It's completely fine. I don't want to make a big deal of it. Even though, like, Komet, I think, has finally come to a halt of his ADP fall from the NFL draft. In the last month, he's only fallen 0.2. He's just stuck at this ADP. So I think the draft is fine. I like 3 late QBs, and I would just like to see maybe like Sutton on this team. Troy Franklin as a late backstack isn't a terrible option, and I don't blame you for doing it too when you have this Cincinnati double. You probably got sniped on Burrow. The 20-second timer got me. It comes around for everybody. It doesn't stop for anyone. Oh my God. Yeah, for late QBs, like, we know these guys are going to be on the field. Daniel Jones going to be on the field. It's, depending on, if he's rushing the ball as much this year or not because of the injuries, that could be telling. That could hurt some of his value this season, which is probably another reason why he goes so late. But I think some of the hard knock stuff from the Giants is actually relatively good for Daniel Jones. I don't know if you guys have been watching that and what you think on that, but I think it's been relatively good news for Daniel Jones. They went out, they gave him a receiver. What was big for me was they spoke to him about Neighbors. Like, they asked him, do you like this guy? They asked him his opinion. That's kind of telling. That's kind of telling. And he stacks it. He gets to bring back an AD for week 17. You just never know. You just never know. Lineup has a chance. Boys, girls, appreciate everyone coming out tonight, slapping the like. And if you enjoyed the stream and haven't done that yet, we are at how many before we take off? 90? That's a new record. We just smoked a new record. So I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you watching. Fully recommend you check out bestballoverlay.com if you haven't already. Promo code Pounders, all caps. Save your portfolio today. Do the deep dive into it. See where your matchups, your exposures are. All of that good stuff. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Appreciate you coming out. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night. Pounders.